What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So I saw this story actually a couple of days ago, but I didn't want to speak on it because there weren't enough details at that time. And that is that a couple of days ago, it had been reported that actress Anne Heche was involved in a car accident in her neighborhood in Los Angeles. Her car had crashed into a neighbor's home, and the crash was actually very fiery. I think surveillance cameras and cameras in general picked up the crash. And as far as Anne Heche is concerned, at the time her injuries were reported that she had suffered some burns and that she was in stable condition at the hospital. I don't remember which hospital she was in, but now the reports are that she suffered, rather extensive burns, and that her condition has downgraded to extreme critical condition, and that she is in a coma. And she suffered a pulmonary injury so extensive that it's requiring a ventilator for her to breathe. So, it's not, she's not in a good place right now. And I thought I saw, because I know that they were waiting for blood samples to come back to see whether she was on anything. I thought I saw reports saying that it did appear that she was under the influence. But I don't know if that's been confirmed yet. I'm just going to say this. Anne Heche is a talented actress, and she seems to be, when she's in a good place mentally and when she's treating her mental illness, she seems to be a good person. She's a person that obviously has grown up with a lot of mental trauma. Her father apparently molested her. I think she's a victim of other abuses as well growing up. She's a person that has a history of mental illness. I remember, it might have been 20 years ago now, there was an incident where I think she was dazed and walking the desert it was or something, and broke into someone's home, or she was in someone's home and they had to call the police or something. I think she was under influence of something back then. I can't remember all the details. But at the end of the day, she's a person that has a history of mental illness, and these things need to be addressed. She's also a person that seems to have a history of drug use. Now, as harsh as this may sound, I'm seeing a lot of celebrities wishing her the best and praying for her, and that's great. But the cameras also showed that she nearly hit somebody, and you don't know. I don't know how far the car went into the home, but it doesn't matter. People could have been hurt. People could have been killed, and I don't think celebrities really give a fuck about people. Like, I saw that Alec Baldwin sent his best wishes to her, and, I still think at the end of the day that Alec Baldwin didn't get nearly the criticism he should have gotten for his actions. I mean, people are going in on Will Smith trying to ruin his career. Alec Baldwin murdered somebody. I don't care how you want to flip it, accidental, whatever. At the end of the fucking day, he shot and killed someone and injured, nearly killed two people, to be honest with you. The director, I think, survived, obviously. And he didn't show the type of remorse that you would expect. He was more concerned about damage control rather than, I don't know, I don't want to go into that. But sometimes these Hollywood people, you don't really give a fuck about people like that, man. That's why I don't watch those awards. If it hadn't been for the Will Smith thing, I wouldn't give a fuck about the Oscars. I haven't really watched the Oscars, quite honestly, in 25 years. You know, even when Denzel and Halle Berry won, I didn't really watch it. I was kind of like skimming through to see if they were going to win, but actually watch it, I haven't really watched it since the 90s. Now, because I hope the best for this woman, but at the end of the day, it's bullshit, you know. It's bullshit, you know. Self-accountability is something that is disappearing from our society. Everybody's a victim. It's nobody's fault. It's always somebody else's fault. You know, whatever.